Hey, today I want to do something different. I am going to rank all of the brand new Pokemon in Generation 9. So, I guess let's start with the regional Tauros. This is it feels like a good good regional form, but not like the best. So I think the three possible typings put in a B, just because that feels unique to me. And then next up, Paldean Wooper. That's everything you want in a regional form, and Wooper's everything you want in a Pokemon. S tier. Fight me. I will die on this hill. Okay, so now that we have those two out of the way, let's start off with the actual new Pokemon. Sprigatito. I don't like it as a starter. Well, fine. I like it as a starter. So I'm gonna call this bad boy, if the tier set will look, I'm gonna call Sprigatito a C tier. But you know what I don't like? How this is fucking Floragato. I hate Floragato. Floragato is what we expected, but not what we wanted. And so I'm calling it a D tier. You know? And then Meowscarada. I don't know what to say about it. I haven't really had to fight it besides against Pneumonia. Or Nemona. So I'm going to give it a C tier because I think it's an upgrade from Floragato. But, it's not a downgrade from... I'm giving Floragato an F tier. Floragato F tier, Masquerada D tier. That is where I stand as of the moment. My opinions could change. This is very early. I've already beaten the whole game. So, next up was Fuecoco. This is the starter I chose. And, I'm proud to say I did. I think Fuecoco is an A tier. Crocolore, I think secondary evolutions are they're hard to get right, so I'm going to put B tier. But Skeledirge, I'm going to put in the A tier because that thing... Hold on, I'm going to slowly make my way over to Skeledirge's Bulbapedia page. This thing is, I think, a third stage evolution done right. It's not bipedal, it's just epic looking. It's so good. It's so good looking. Like, if it'll load, look at that. It's so cool. It's great. So, our next Pokemon right here is Quaxly. And this is my second favorite. I almost went with this one, but then I saw Fuecoco in the game. I planned on picking it before the games came out, but then I saw Fuecoco burn an apple and then look so proud of himself. So that's why he's an A tier. So I think Quaxly's gonna get a B tier. And then Bulbapedia, will it load? Bulbapedia will... Quaxwell, I don't think he's always, I don't think it's chalked up to B. I just think he looks stupid. I just think he looks stupid. Certainly not as bad as Floragato, but I'm gonna put it in the C tier. And then Quaquaval, I think it's also a C tier. I don't like it for the reasons that many people do. I don't like it because of Aqua Step. And why don't I like it because of Aqua Step? Because it swept my team every time I tried to fight Clavel. I tried to fight Clavel, and he's just Aqua Stepping me every time I get to Quaquaval. Okay? So that is why he's C tier. I think I put him. But next up is Lechonk. Lechonk is a pig Pokemon done right. Everyone freaked out when when Pokemon revealed him that he's an easy S tier. And why should you put an Everstone on your Lechonk? Why? Because of Oinkalone. Oinkalone is a pig Pokemon done wrong. So look at this thing. It looks so bad. Why'd they make the ear so big? Everyone loves Lechonk and everyone hates Oinkalone. Okay? Oinkalone is gonna be our very second F tier Pokemon. Okay? Oinkalone is shit. You know what else is a missed opportunity? The Dunsparce, which I don't know why it's on here first, but the Dunsparce, I don't like that it just got longer. Contrary to popular opinion, hot take alert, I don't like the Dunsparce, okay? Like, you see all the epic fan art online, and we get this D tier for the Dunsparce. Okay, so our next Pokemon is going to be Tarantula, and I like Tarantula. It's got such a good name. Tarantula, but round, string ball Pokemon. It looks adorable. I don't understand how I could give this any lower than a B tier. And then we have Spidops. It's like a covert ops spider. It's trying to be all sneaky. Like, when it loads, you'll see, look at it, it's a spider and it's trying to be all sneaky, and it's made out of bamboo, which is possibly another thing for its name. So I think Spidops is gonna get a C tier. I don't like it as much as Tarantula, but yeah, who knows. Next up is Nimble. Oh man, trap Pokemon. So this is, I think it's a mouse trap, supposed to be. This just isn't a very good regional bug. Honestly, D tier, if I had to say. And then next up, a significant upgrade from Nimble. We have low kicks. Suddenly, it's bipedal and it can kick stuff, and it's awesome. That is all you need from that. Okay? Now we wait for the site to load. Okay, next up, we have Pawmi. Pawmi, I don't like it. I don't like Pawmi. I put it on my team when I first got it, but then I switched it out for Fido because it's a fucking Pikachu clone, and I don't like Pikachu clones that much. So you can see how I wasn't the most excited for Pawmi. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I'm gonna give it, I don't know, a D tier. A D tier. And then, what do we have but Palmo? Isn't that right? Yeah, Palmo. Palmo is if Pawmi stood up. F tier. I don't like it. It's bad. And you know what's worse? Once we load the Bulbapedia page, you're gonna see the horrors of, what's next? Of fucking, come here. This is all this lag's happening because I'm recording. Palmot. Palmot. I didn't remember the name, but Nimona has one on her team, and it's It's a pointless Pokemon, is what it is. For real. Like, okay, it's electric fighting. That's a cool one, but it got a cooler haircut, and that's the only reason that it's a D. Okay, do you understand me? Tandemaus. Tandemaus, it's just mice. I gotta be honest. Like, it's just mice. Where is this on the tier list? This Tandemaus. Tandy Mouse. Tandy Mouse. Here it is. One thing I do like that came out of this Pokemon was all the mouse puns. Like, Tandem Mouse is a good name. And then, even better name, Household. Because it's a family. That's great. Mousehold. That's so good. I love it. It's so good. It's better than whatever that was. I'm not good with names. That's an A tier Pokemon. That's my unpopular opinion for you right there. And then Fido. Fido is a fairy fucking doe Pokemon, doe dog. And I love that, I love its name, Fido. I think this is an S tier. This is one of the Pokemon I was looking forward to. And then we have Dash Button. And I think that's an even better name. But I don't like it as much as Fido. So I'm going to give it an A tier. I think Dash Button is a better name. Actually, it's an S tier and Fido's an A tier. Because they cook the dog. It's got a better name. Dash Bun. Like Dash and Bun. It's great. Those are some good Pokemon. That's my opinion on the matter. So maybe it'll load. Smoliv. Oh, I forgot about Smoliv like right until now. I had a Smoliv on my team for a while, like up to level 20 something. And then I traded it out because it just wouldn't evolve. But I'm pretty sure it had to use a Leaf Stone. But Smoliv is adorable, but it's a B tier Pokemon. And then Smoliv evolves into Dolliv. And honestly, I was hoping it would evolve into Brawliv. Just because I feel like it's a better name than Dolliv. I thought it was going to be a 2-stage evolution Pokemon. I don't like Dolliv as much as Smoliv. I'm going to put it in C tier. And then, next up, we have Arboliva. This is I don't have much experience with this Pokemon, Arboliva. I don't know what to think of it. Honestly, I wanted Brawliv. It's grass normal, but I wanted a grass fighting Pokemon too. Like, just for my sake, I think it goes up there with expectations, but then again, they were my personal expectations, so I can't put it any higher than a C tier. Nothing can beat the original, let me tell you. So, next up is Squawkabilly, and Squawkabilly is just a bird, and it's an ugly looking bird. I don't like Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly is a bad regional bird. You have me on record saying that. It's just seeing fucking Pidove before that. This ranks above Pidove, I would say. So Squawkabilly, D tier. It just doesn't look good. It's a parrot or a cockatoo or whatever. I don't like Squawkabilly. Knackley. Okay, this is good. This I like. So Knackley, most people don't know its name. And its evolution names are based on the periodic table. So sodium, Na, I'm pretty sure. And then I don't know if this was intentional, but Li is lithium, which is a rock type. So I like that, and purely because of its name being so good, I'm gonna call it a C tier. Actually, I'm gonna call it a B tier because I would have called it a C tier anyway for just being a rock mushroom from Mario Galaxy. But B tier for Knackley. But then it gets even better because of Knacklestack. Knacklestack is Minecraft Frog, and I love Minecraft Frog. And you know what I give Minecraft Frog? If I can find the thing that lets me rank in Minecraft Frog, I don't think you get it. Minecraft Frog is good, and I want to find it on this. Where did it go? Excuse me? I lost Minecraft Frog. It's not there anymore. Oh, found it. Minecraft Frog gets A tier because I love Minecraft Frog. And finally, Garganical. Oh boy. Garganical is what happens when Minecraft becomes Pokemon. But it's done right, I would say. It's done, dare I say, near flawlessly. I think Garganical is like a high A tier. Like, like right here. And that's high because we have all of these Pokemon left, and I feel like a lot of them are going to be in A tier. Next up is Charcadet. And these two, I think they're Violet and Scarlet and Violet exclusive Pokemon. So I'm not sure how to think of them. Charcadet. I've tried to catch one of these. I was at the fire base, and it absolutely destroyed me. That's because it was like level 30 and I was like level 15. So, Charcadet, I don't know what to think of it. It's a cool looking Pokemon, and I think I'm going to go based off of how cool it looks. And so, I'm going to place it if I can find it. If I could find it right here, I'm going to place it at a solid B tier. Not as good as its evolutions, which, speaking of, Armor Rouge, I'm a pretty big fan of it, honestly. I'm going to put it above Charcadet in the B tier, but that doesn't mean much, because Ceruledge, I just think Violet is a much better color compared to Scarlet. I'm going to put Ceruledge in A tier. It's so much cooler, I think. And that's all I really have to say about it, honestly. So let's skip ahead in the Bulbapedia, because I do not know all of their names. So, wait for me here. Oh, we're gonna pass by Ceruledge. We're gonna pass by Ceruledge. Look at that. Okay, next up is Tadbulb. I don't... I'm mixed on this one, honestly. So Tadbulb, it's a Tadbulb, not a Tadbulb, a light bulb, mixed with a tadpole. It's, you know, its name says everything you need to know about it, but I'm particularly unfond of this Pokemon. Not unfond, but like, I don't like it as much as other Pokemon, because I've wanted to find it shiny, because I thought its shiny might look cool, and computer screen just blacked out. Whoa. Okay, we're back. Sorry, gang. Anyway, Tadbulb, I want to put a little lower because I was looking for its shiny, and its shiny is just red. It's shiny, you know the orange parts of Tadbulb? It's just red. I was going to put it in B tier, but I'm going to put it in C tier, just because I don't like it as much. It's not as good. And Bellabolt, I have a game theory about this one. I think Bellabolt is just there to sell plushies. You know the giant substitute plushie that a lot of people have? I think this is meant to be the second coming of that. Because I've seen plushies just like this. And there's no way that it's not. And if I went to Pokemon Center right now, I bet there would be one there. At least one. Multiple. There would be multiple there. So Bellabolt, that just makes me a little angry. D tier for Bellabolt. I will die on this hill. I have a lot of hills I will die on, just to be fair. Okay, next up is Watchroll. This is better than Squawkabilly. Dare I say, a lot better than Squawkabilly. I might get some angry people from the Squawkabilly community telling me how tanky Watchroll is. That's what makes it good. Honestly, I wanted a good bird Pokemon. Like, it looks much better. It just looks much better. Okay? So, Watchroll is an upgrade from Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly. Where'd I put Squawkabilly? Squawkabilly, D tier. I'm gonna put Watchroll in the B tier for being that much of an upgrade over Squawkabilly. And then it gets even better because Kilowattrol is next in line, and I am a very big fan of the name itself. It's basically the same Pokemon, but Kilowattrol having a much better name, I think places it, in the A tier for the name alone. So next up after that is Mastiff. I don't like Mastiff. I don't like it. It looks dumb. That's about it. It's a dumb looking dog. I don't like the dog. Where's the Mastiff? Because it's going in D tier, I would say, if I could find it. If I can't find it, it lives another day until it's all narrowed down. Then it would be not. There it is. So it's a D tier. It's a D tier dog. It's a D tier dog. But next up, Malbastiff. And I would hate Malbastiff if it wasn't the center point of a sick dog storyline. Because now Malbastiff is one of the best Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet simply because Arven is such a loving pet dad. It was all sick, and then it was all good again, and oh man, it's just we love a glow up, honestly. So, for being that good of the center point of a storyline that good, I love Arven's Mastiff better than anything else. Arven's Mastiff is probably one of my favorite Pokemon. That is it for praising dogs, because we are on to Shroodle. Shroodle exist. Why does this Pokemon exist? Shroodle should not exist. Shroodle is an F tier. Shroodle is a bad Pokemon. Ooh, it's not a good Pokemon. Shroodle's an F tier. But then, it's a significant upgrade to Grafaiai. I don't know if I said that correctly. Grafaiai is a C tier, just because it looks real cool. But Shroodle, bad Pokemon. Bad Pokemon. Bramblin. I gotta be honest with myself. It's a tumbleweed with eyes. And I can't get behind that, okay? It's a tumbleweed with eyes, and that's its whole thing. It's his whole thing. It's just being a tumbleweed. I can't. Bramblin. F tier. I can't. I don't like Bramblin, and I also don't like Bramblegast. But I don't like Bramblegast not as much. I like Bramblegast a little bit more than Bramblin, or whatever his name was, D tier. I hate that line. It's bad Because Bramblegast, at least it's a bigger tumbleweed. It has a smile on it now. It's just better. It's just better. And next up, Toad's-Cool. A convergent evolution. This is... Man, I love that. I love this. It's so good. It's such a good Pokemon. It runs around on its little legs. I'm not that good at editing, but if I was good at editing, I would show you how good at running it was. Oh man, I love Toad's-Cool. I love Toad's-Cool. I believe it was down here. So, Toad's-Cool is gonna be a high A tier. That is Iron Treads. That is not Toad's-Cool. Toad's-Cool. Let's put it back there. Toad's-Cool though is a high A tier. So, next up we have Toad's-Cruel, and I think that it's a significant upgrade to Toad's-Cool, because Toad, what's his name? Tentacruel was a much better Pokemon than Tentacruel, and Toad's-Cruel is a much better Pokemon than Toad's-Cool. It uses all of its legs. It's got a little Newt horn. So, if no one can appreciate the Newt horn, then nobody is sane, okay? The Newt horn is what makes Toad's-Cruel a very good Pokemon in my eyes. So if I could find it, or if it's even on here, Toad's-Cruel, I think at least, is an S tier Pokemon. But it just straight up might not be on here, I think. Did I accidentally put up Toad's-Cruel somewhere else? I did not. Okay, so Toad's-Cruel just straight up isn't on here. So, I don't know. We'll have a Toad's-Cruel in an S tier, and it's memory. Okay. That's weird. Next Pokemon is Cloth. Now, my biggest memory with Cloth is just the Titan. I remember just stumbling upon it, and I was like, well, what the hell was that? I think Cloth is everything good about a grab Pokemon. This is everything I didn't know I wanted. I think Cloth is an S tier. I love Cloth. Cloth is such a good Pokemon. But you know what's a huge missed opportunity? Capsakid and Scovillain. I was hyped for a grass fire type. And this is how they deliver it? For real? That? No. No. I'm not doing that. I don't. Why? Why'd they do it like that? I'm sad that they did it like that. Capsakid is an F tier, but since it's grass fire, Scovillain's a D tier. It's just bad. It's just bad. That's my tiny rant done for that. Redlore. Roller. It's just roller, but they switched the E and O. I do have to say, I don't like ticks, but I do like a tick rolling a ball of string. And then, I don't know why they had to do this, but Rabsca, it got all psychic-y, and I don't think it had to, so I'm very confused about it. Why'd it go in this direction? Confused about it, but I don't like it any more or less than Rellor, so it's gonna be a C tier. Okay, Flittle. Oh, man. I bet your ass. While shiny hunting for whoever, I have definitely failed a shiny Flittle before. Because you see this red part, that's brown. That's about all that changes. I don't like Flittle just because its shiny is so hard to spot. So I'm going to give it a C tier. Okay, next up is Espathra. I don't know what's going on with this Espathra, I don't think. Espathra is, I think, an emu it's an ostrich Pokemon. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know why the gender ratio isn't 100% female. I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. I've battled this a whole lot, and I still don't know what I'm looking at. I feel like an ostrich Pokemon just could have been normal type, and I appreciate that it's not a normal type, or like a normal sand type or whatever, but I think wherever Espathra is, it's not a good Pokemon. Where is Espathra? Did they also forget Espathra? Could they just not stand for Espathra? I don't think they could stand for Espathra. Looking for it. I'm looking for it. Houndstone, Grieford. Oh, there's Espathra. Oh, I'm just blind. I'm just blind. Okay, Espathra, D tier. If it was a normal type ostrich, it would be a little higher. I appreciate the deviation, but I don't really like it. I can't get behind it. Okay, next Pokemon, Tinkatink. Tinkatink, I've had on my team since the near beginning. I got it. I think this is the one I switched out Smoliv for. I don't like Tinkatink as much as its evolutions. I feel like a first stage evolution should be cute and good. Or maybe just scrap the cute. I think it should just be good. I think it should look better than its middle evolution. Because running theme from, Sprigatito, fucking Florgato, whatever. I think Tinkatink is a C tier. And next up, we have Tinkatuff, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, we do. And I love this middle stage evolution. Dare I say I love it more than Tinkatun? That's just my take, but Tinkatuff, I just love it. Look at that. Look at that. I think I like it more than Tinkatun. I don't know. So I think we're going to rate this an A tier just because I love Tinkatuff. You know, I think I'd love it S tier because I also think Tinkatun is an A tier. I think Tinkatun is an A tier, but I think Tinkatuff is cooler. If I don't know. So, okay, if you don't know Tinkatun, it's this. It's while it is adorable, I do think, yeah, Tinkatuff is better. Wiglet. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this one. Just don't see the appeal. April Fools, I do. It's January. I love Wiglet. Wiglet is a solid S tier Pokemon, and then Wugtrio, possibly. I think it's worse than Toadscool. I think it is worse than Toadscool. I don't like Wugtrio. I think it's my least favorite convergent evolution. Wugtrio is simply a C tier, I would say. Wugtrio is C tier. And I think that's an agreeable sentiment, if I had to guess. Next up, we have Bombardier. And this one was a Titan, so that's gonna affect my thoughts on it. So I'm pretty sure this is the one that gives you the ability to go in water. So, just because of that, I really wanted to get some Pokemon from the water. I'm going to give it a B tier. Just because it's a stork, but it felt like a new version of Swanna, you know? Next up, we have Finizen. Finizen, I think, is. It's a dolphin Pokemon, so they're getting controversial with it. Finizen, I mean. Finizen, I'm pretty sure Japan has a rough history with dolphins, and I appreciate their bravery. So I'm gonna go for Finizen in A tier, just because I think Nintendo's being brave. If I'm wrong, I don't know how you're gonna correct me. Comments probably disabled. But next up, Palafin. 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 It just feels like the same Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest. It just feels like, what the fuck? What is that? If you, what is that? I don't like that. I don't like that. I do not like that. I don't like it. Just for that, just for the hero form, I'm giving it a D tier. It felt like the same Pokemon. I was gonna give it a B tier, but I saw the hero form. I hate it. I hate it's so bad. It's bad. I don't like it. That was like my genuine first reaction. Okay, Varoom. I love Varoom. Varoom is great. Really wanted a Revavroom, and I wanted to catch it, but then I just couldn't find one, so I had to get a Varoom. That sucks. I'm gonna give it a C tier, just because of that experience. Revavroom, I'm going to rate at a B tier, just because I think it's an upgrade from Varoom. Although, I do like Varoom's name more than Revavroom, but I think I'm gonna keep it as they are, just cause. Okay, Cyclizar. I just I didn't know about Cyclizar before Pokemon came out, and I just thought it was just a bad Miraidon. I got Violet. I thought it was a bad Miraidon. So I think that's permanently affected how I feel about Cyclizar. It's a cool looking Pokemon, but I have Miraidon, and I just don't care about Cyclizar enough to have it on my team. I'm gonna give it a B tier nonetheless because I think it looked good. But I have Miraidon. I think it's just, you know. Orthworm. Okay. Orthworm. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of Orthworm. The Earthworm Pokemon, Orthworm. I don't know why I love it so much. It's just like a metal worm, and I think, oh man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. A tier, A tier Pokemon. A tier Pokemon. Glimmet. Glimmet. I know the champion has Glimmet, or Glimora, I think it is. But I don't. This is, I think, a worse version of Glimora. And that's without ever seeing it or Pokemon. I don't like Glimora. I don't know what kind of ore it's based on, but it's not very good. I'm gonna give this a C tier, just cause Glimora I think is a B tier, and I like Glimora way more than Glimmet. So I know a lot of people I think wanted Glimora on their team, which is another plus because popular opinion uh, is usually right, except for when it's not. And like in the case of Cyclizar, or what was the other one? The one that made you all mad? Greavard. I don't like it. don't like Greavard. I don't like Houndstone. But there is one saving grace for me putting this in the D tier, and that is when we face Rhyme. It's got a little dance, and I love the little dance, so I'm putting it in the C. But oh my gosh, pretty sure it's called Houndstone. Yeah, it's called Houndstone. I hate Houndstone. Why? Because one, it's a dead dog, and two, look at that fucking, look at this. That's a really, really old person. I hate old people. Old people are bad. I don't like it. Stone is certified trash, I have to say. All my homies hate Houndstone. Flamigo. Flamigo. I wanted a Flamingo Pokemon. And I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected. It's a flying, fighting flamingo. That's what I like to call it. And the only thing that makes this a little better than C tier is that Elite Four Larry has this as his ace Pokemon. And I one-shot it with Skeledirge, so I think it's a lot funnier than it would have been if it hadn't been on Elite Four Larry's team. That's it. That's all I have to say about Flamigo. Satotl. It's a nice type, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's a nice type. I don't know what to think of it. Honestly, I think Satotl, I had a lucky egg, so I put the lucky egg on my Skeledirge, and I think Satotl was single-handedly responsible for getting my Skeledirge all the way up to level 70, so I could easily take out the Elite Four and the Champion and who else? Clavel and Arvin to progress all that storyline stuff. So I'm gonna put it at the A tier for all the work it's done for me. However, Titan, this is cute. I enjoy cute stuff. I think that's an opinion we can all agree on, right? It disappoints me, I have to say. I don't like it as much. And I think I'm going to put it in D for disappointing. I don't know, I just like Satotl a lot better. Oh man. Vaultin Veluza! That's the only reason I love this Pokemon. From Fulton Veluza, that the water gym leader says. I don't know all their names, but Vaultin Veluza puts this up to an A tier. Just because I love saying it. Fulton Veluza! Who's next? Dondozo. Randazzo. Oh, the name you know. Dondozo. Dondozo. Dondozo is a big cat. Big catfish Pokemon. I don't know why that had to be specified. I don't know if there was already another catfish Pokemon. But, big catfish Pokemon. Big catfish Pokemon. I love it. I love big catfish Pokemon. S tier, just for that. I don't care about how it was so easy to defeat as a Titan. Big catfish. Tatsugiri. Confusing, I have to say. I don't know about Tatsugiri. It's a dragon type. But why is it a dragon type? Why is it a dragon type? Because it was the Titan Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure that's the only reason it was a dragon type. F tier, I hate Tatsugiri. Add Pokemon. Annihilate. Primeape, and the whole Mankey line has just needed attention from the beginning. It was just kind of forgotten about, and this is the correct way to do it. Annihilate is a new evolution done right, I think. So now Primeape has 3 evolutions. I'm going to put Annihilate in A tier. Okay. Clodsire! Ladies and gentlemen, Clodsire. Honestly, Clodsire, it's up like Wooper, Paldean Wooper, the pooper, is competing with it for best Pokemon in Paldea, I have to say. This is good. I like it. I'm going to put it above Lechonk. And I think we can all agree on that. Pooper and Clodsire. It's a smile on my face every time. I'm gonna give this tier list a poop emoji for Pooper, because I feel like that's what he would do. He's a pooper. F. The unneeded evolution to Girafarig, also a palindrome. It just wasn't needed. We didn't need this. It's got a longer neck. And that's about all I can say. I think Farigiraf is a D tier Pokemon. I'm sorry if I've disappointed you on this day. We didn't need it. We already covered the Dunsparce, but now is our chance to look at why it was so bad. The Dunsparce could have been so much. And this is what we get? 2 segment, 3 segment. This is what we get for an evolution of Dunsparce? Nah. King Gambit. I love chess, as you might see right here. I have it bookmarked. Chess, King Gambit. I am a huge fan of King Gambit. I regret not having one on my team, but if I play through it again, it certainly will be on my team. King Gambit is an A tier. Gambit to Great Tusk. So now we're entering the paradox forms here. Great Tusk. I think that even though I played Scarlet, I think even though I played Violet, I think the Scarlet Paradox Pokemon are just better. So Great Tusk is going to be a B tier. Sorry if that disappointed you. Screamtail. To be fair, I don't know if I like the names. But Screamtail, I think it's better than Great Tusk. So, Screamtail. And I'm probably gonna play, is that Glimora? Why is there Glimora there? Whatever. Screamtail is a good Pokemon. I like it better than Great Tusk. And it might just because I like Jigglypuff a lot. Next up, possibly my favorite of the Paradox Pokemon, probably. Bonnet. The name takes it to unpopular opinion, right? The name is it straight to S tier. I love it. Also, Among Us, it's good and I like it. Fluttermane. I like this. I like Fluttermane. I like how it looks. I don't like the name. I like Fluttermane. I don't like Fluttermane though. So I'm gonna bring Fluttermane to the C tier. Okay, Slitherwing. It's probably. Oh, I do not like that. This is my first time seeing this. I don't like it. Let me just say I don't like it. Slitherwing. F tier. Bad. 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 Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks. It's gonna be. Oh, it's a Magneton paradox. Okay. This is also my first time reacting to this one. I like how it has like that magnetofluid from like that YouTube is all fascinated with. I think this is a solid, if I can find it, B tier. Okay. Next up, we have the Violet Paradox Pokemon. So let's start off with, if it'll allow me to scroll, Iron Treads. I got to think about this one because I like how Iron Treads looks. I like how it rolls. But I don't know if I want to put it in A tier. Cause look at its fucking face. Its face, I don't like it. I don't like its face. I think its face alone, actually, I think it drops it down to a B tier. It's just not. I wanted it to be an A tier, but the face is bad. Iron Bundle. I think this is the best Paradox Pokemon. The best one. Why do I think that? I fucking love Delibird, okay? Delibird, my favorite ice type. Bird. Pardon me. Iron Bundles, S tier. It's above Brute Bonnet. It's my favorite Paradox Pokemon, so I think I'm going to put it above Cloth, actually. Iron Hands. I like that Hariyama got one. But, it looks so goofy. I love it so much. It's goofy in a good way. It's got a good goof. Good goof. Iron Hands. I like it. Iron Hands, A tier. What's next? Iron Jugulus. I'm sorry. I can't look at that name and not laugh for some reason. I don't know what about it makes me laugh. I think it just sounds funny. Iron Jugulus. I take it back. The Violet Paradoxes are better than the Scarlets. Okay? Iron Jugulus is an A tier Pokemon. Okay, our next Paradox Pokemon, Iron Moth. And I gotta be real with you. I don't know if I like this one. I like the ninja knives for wings, but I don't really like Volcarona itself. That being said, I do like Iron Moth for being a little better than Volcarona. But that's all I can really appreciate about it, honestly. I think I'm gonna put Iron Moth in C tier. Okay. Iron Thorns. I take everything I said back because Violet Paradoxes are better than Scarlet Paradoxes simply because they're They're so cool looking. Okay? I remembered that, like, okay, Salamence had a Paradox Pokemon. And I was like, okay, Scarlet has better Paradox Pokemon. But Tyranitar has such a good Paradox Pokemon. And I'm gonna put it above Wiglet. Because Iron Thorns is great. Ridgebacks. I'll be honest, I know next to nothing about this Pokemon. I don't know. It looks like a C tier. Also, Dragon, I don't like. I wanted a Dragon type. I wanted a non-Dragon type. Pseudo legendary. I guess it's Ice type, but Dragon Ice type. You know what? Just for that, I think I'm gonna place it a little higher than a C tier. Maybe I'll place it like up there in C tier, like above Tadbulb. Next up, it was Ridgebacks. Next, it's Arctibax. See, these are all blind reactions because I have no idea what's going on with them. Arctibax, it's better. You know. Uh, but I don't know if it's. I think I like it a little more than that, but I think whatever its name goes down a little bit just because Arctibax looks so much better. Baxcalibur. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down here, Baxcalibur. Doesn't look like a sword. It's supposed to look like a sword? That thing in the back is supposed to be a sword? It looks like a shield that penetrated this Pokemon. It's supposed to look like the stone? It's supposed to look like King Arthur? This is not Excalibur. I do appreciate the Dragonite typing, and it is a first, and I can't put it any higher than a B tier. I know a lot of people are like, pseudo legendary A tier, blah 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 blah. I can't put it any higher than a B tier. Gimmighoul. I love the concept of it, but you need how many coins to evolve it? I'm pretty sure you need 999, right? To evolve it? I don't know if it, says it right here, but I'm pretty sure you need 999 Gimmighoul coins to evolve it into Goldango. And I like the concept, but I don't like the execution C tier. I also don't like how it was teased in Pokemon Go, because you just got a coin, and then Gimmighoul showed up, and you couldn't really do anything. Goldango, again, I have not heard anything about this Pokemon, simply because I don't think people are willing to put the time in to get 999 Gimmighoul coins just for Goldango, unless they're trying to complete the Pokedex. The coin entity Pokemon. Steel Ghost. Ability good as gold. I think it's better than Gimmighoul, but all the work you had to put into it for seemingly a mid Pokemon. I'm also going to give it a C tier. I think one thing cancels out the other, if I had to say. So we're going to put it in C tier as well. Whatever. Go. Maybe it'll load again. Okay, Goldango. Next up, Bochin. What is this? What is this? Is this a grass slugma? I've never seen this before. Is this the mythical? Is that what this is? Egg not obtainable. I think this is the mythical Pokemon, right? So it may. I think this is a. Oh, it's like the birds. So we got these legendary Pokemon. Okay, it is on here. I don't know anything about it, and I don't like that this is the legendary Pokemon. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. Next up, we have Chen Pao. And I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. I'm not Chinese. I don't know. Well, that's cool. That is cool. Dark Ice type. Oh, that is sick. That is really cool. I love that. That's good. This is good. Oh man. That is an A tier, I think. I think I'm a big. Why is this an F tier? I had to put this in C tier. Oh, okay. That was a good Pokemon. Ting Lu. Ting Lu. What is that? That's just a thing with a bull on its head. I gotta catch this thing. I have obviously not completed this storyline if I have not found any of these. I don't know if I like this one. I think this is one of the worst ones. Oh, is this like what happens when you pull all of those things out the ground? Oh, that might be it. I'm putting it in D tier though, because I think it's the worst one so far. Okay, next up we have you. Chi-Yu. That's a firefish. Why is it a fish? It's fire. Maybe it just looks like fire, I would assume. Catch rate, 6. Uh, I like it. I like the concept. It's a fire goldfish. That's also a dark type. Um, I think for this one, we're gonna put it in B tier. I don't like it as much as the saber-toothed one. Next up, I think this is the only one of the only times where I like the Scarlet Paradox more than the Violet Paradox, because Roaring Moon. Look at that! That's so cool! And it's much better than Iron Valiant. I think Roaring Moon is possibly an S tier Paradox Pokemon. If the tiers will load, that is. There we go. Roaring Moon. Good Pokemon. Good Pokemon. S tier. Iron Valiant, however, I think we could have had much better. I don't know why Iron Thorns wasn't this one. I feel like Iron Valiant could have been like swapped with Iron Thorns, and I would have been much happier with it. Iron Valiant, I don't like how it looks. The face is shaped wrong. It's like a mix between Gallade and Gardevoir. Iron Valiant, for me, is such a letdown that I think it's F tier. Okay, next up. Koraidon and Miraidon, the last two. Koraidon. I have to say, I picked Violet just because I thought Miraidon looked better. That being said, I stand by that. I think Miraidon looks better. I don't know what Koraidon battle form looks like. Koraidon battle form. If it's any better. Because I like Miraidon's battle form. And Miraidon's battle form will place it above Koraidon if it doesn't have a battle form. It just stands? My guy, it stands? Nah. Mm-mm. This is why I don't like Pomo. It just stands. I don't like the battle form. Why? Okay, it looks cooler, but the way that its battle form was done, it's a C tier. It's a C tier. Sorry. But Miraidon. Miraidon, the better battle form. Because Koraidon stands. But look at that. That is so much better than just standing up. Look at that. Much better than standing up. It floats. It floats. That is much cooler than just standing up. And for those purposes, it's an S tier. I love how it eats sandwiches. You know what? For sandwich eating, I'm going to place Koraidon in B tier. So that's it. That is my tier list of every new Pokemon in Paldea. Do you agree with me? You don't? Fuck off. Bye-bye now.